Congratulations, Curmel Moton with the first round KO, but people pump the brakes. Pump the brakes of saying that Curmel Moton is going to be the next Gervonta Davis. Stop. Do you want Gervonta Davis to be the ceiling for Curmel Moton? Huh? Look, Tank Davis is a spectacular fighter, putting up great events, knocking everybody out that they put in front of him. You know what I'm saying? But he's in his prime right now. And Gervonta Tank Davis still needs to accomplish certain things. So for the people that's gonna say that Curmel Moton is the next Tank, like why? Like what has Tank earned for everybody wanting him to be the next Tank? Why? Because he signed to Mayweather Promotions? Why? Because he's knocking everybody out, you know what I'm saying, in his first several fights? Because he may look like Tank Davis, because they got the IB short complexion. You feel me? Look, Gervonta Tank Davis is great for boxing. I think that Curmel Moton is a rising star. I think that with the the leadership and the teaching of Floyd Mayweather in and out the ring is going to be good for Moton, just like it was good for Tank. Hopefully that their partnership lasts. But I remember when people was talking about Tank being the next Adrian Broner, right? That was kind of like where Adrian Broner is at today, right? I think that we need to stop prematurely trying to compare these guys or trying to make them wear a hat that we really don't want him to wear, the Gervonta Tank Davis hat right now, because Gervonta Tank Davis is not even close to finishing his career, right? Gervonta Tank Davis got a lot to prove still, and we're welcome to enjoy the journey. I know people have been frustrated with the resume or who he's been fighting, but of course, I said in my last video as well that people haven't made the business decision to put themselves in business decision to justify their call-outs to wanting Gervonta Tank Davis. And in reality, let's not forget that Shakur Stevenson just signed with Matchroom Boxing. I mean, he was calling out Tank, why not sign with PBC and make it an easy, easy fight, if we know that Gervonta Tank Davis last fights was again PBC affiliates like Frank Martin, like Rowley, like Pitbull Cruz, like Hector Luis Garcia, Mario Barrios. So if you really want the Tank fight, business decisions speak louder than words. Now with Curmel Moton, I think that he got a lot of upsides. Again, y'all know that Richard Schaefer is the leader in Mayweather Promotions right now, just like he was doing great for Golden Boy Promotions. But then y'all already know they had the fallout, Richard Schaefer and Oscar De La Hoya. He hasn't reached that type of status again in boxing. Maybe with this fighter they could do it just like Mayweather Promotions did it with Tank. But I think right now it's disrespectful to say that Curmel Moton is going to be the next Gervonta Tank Davis. It's not throwing shades at Tank, but I think it's throwing shades at really he's going to be the next Tank. That's it. He's not going to be the next Floyd. And of course, we don't want to say that these guys going to be the next, legendary fighters and stuff. There's still a lot to do. Again, like Adrian Broner, people say he might be the next Floyd Mayweather. That fell flat, right? They said Tank he was the protege of Broner. That fell flat, right? We've seen that Curmel Moton, used to work with Tank. And I don't want that to fall flat. I want these guys to still keep on progressing as fighters. And excuse me, I'm a little sick. I'm under the weather right now, so if I'm sounding kind of low, I apologize. But I think that there's a lot of upsides to both of these fighters. I think that the boxing world is going to start. Bringing these two guys, not apart, but create a enemy energy that we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Again, we don't know what Tank is going to be fighting next. And Curmel Moton, that was just a 6-rounder. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Look, a couple of fights ago, he did get touched up. We don't know what's going to happen in the sport of boxing. But I like the way that they move him, Moton. I like how they moving him. I think his father done a wonderful job. You already know I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. But I think at this point, that's not the ceiling. You want to be great. You want to be one of the greatest that ever wear a pair of gloves. And Tank at the moment, People do consider him one of the faces of boxing. He is probably the best at 135, but he still got to prove something. And we as fans want him to go out there and attain legacy, stack up his legacy, you know what I'm saying? So he could be, one of those guys that's going to be, in the Hall of Fame. And while he's saying his speech, we could look down his resume and he fought great fights. We still want to see Tank versus Shakur. We want to see Tank versus Tio. We want to see Tank versus Haney. Ryan, maybe rematch. We want him to dare to be great. So, and we want Curmel as well to be great. But as of right now, saying that he's the next Tank, I mean, why do we want him to be the next Tank right now? Like, let's be real. And again, this ain't no shades on Curmel or Tank, but why would people want him right now to say, I'm going to be the next Tank, if Tank is still trying to stack up his legacy? Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.